Royals, what's going on? It's your girl QdaQueen. I wanted to stop back in this weekend and you know, spend some more time with my Royals. I hope everybody's Sunday has been going well. And yeah, so to my right is pickup. Got merch, got some kicks. This right here, sneakers that played me when they released. They sold out within minutes. Sneakers app kept giving me that error message. Redemption right here. And this right here, we gonna get into it. But as you can see, they packaged it up real nice and snuggly and tight, so I don't want to put y'all through me opening this. So while I get through this, let's talk about some basketball, baby. So yeah, Joel Embiid, finally healthy. And this guy, he's proven his worth. He's proven his worth. He's actually very much a star. Obviously with being a big man, the rebounds are a given. He can definitely put the ball in the hole, but you know, he has a nice jump shot, court vision. Him paired with Ben Simmons is really something to watch. So I'm very happy for the 76ers organization. All right, Royals, so I'm finally inside. So this pickup is actually from a clothing line, a Chicago-based clothing line. And for those who have been following me on IG, I wore one of their pieces at the SneakerCon Dallas. For those who either saw me in Dallas, or you watched my vlog, or again, you followed me on IG, you would know the piece that, and I'll have the picture pulled up so you guys can kind of see that. It's all with their logo, but it's just different colors. So I'll just kind of pull it out for you so you can kind of see it. So yeah, they're very good quality brand. Black Child, you can see the logo right there. You can kind of see that red outlined kid right there. So it's a real cool story in terms of their overall brand. You can see the logo on the collar. Then they have another one here, expressing Black culture through fashion, established in 2015. So it's a fairly new company, but they have some really cool pieces, and they were having a nice little sale. I think it was like 20% off their hoodies. So I went ahead and grabbed 3 because I wanted to make sure I support them. Like I said, they're local, and smaller businesses, man, a lot of people don't know, small businesses, it's tough for small businesses because first off, a lot of folks aren't exactly checking for them just because they are on a smaller scale and because they're not familiar, especially for like brand whores who need to have the most popular or more familiar brand on their body. So brands like these, they get it overlooked basically. So shout out to my family over at blackchildclothing. So, and here's the olive version of it as well. I'm gonna figure out where I want to set these up on the back. And while we do that, I was just talking about the 76ers, right? So think of Friday night, they got beat by the Thunder. And speaking of the Thunder, this week's biggest storyline was Paul George going back to Indiana, which obviously was the team he left to go to OKC. So that was a big thing for him coming back, and boy, oh boy, terrible game, terrible game. Not only from Paul George, Melo, and Russell Westbrook, but just, man, these guys, they're just not working out. They're not working out. Now, hopefully they can get it together, but this specific game, I want to say all 3 of those guys combined was maybe 30 points. 30 points combined, basically, 30 to 40 points. But for them, for superstars like those guys, that's out of control. Russ is too tentative. PG obviously used to having the ball a little bit more, same for Melo. So these guys are they are struggling and losing themselves each and every game, if you ask me. Again, hopefully things start working out for them. They were able to pull this game out, but barely. By the hairs of their chinny chin chin, they did. The young guys over there in Indiana, they're doing some stuff. So we're gonna have to look out for those guys. But the Thunder, whew, circus. It's a circus over there. Those guys will not, I can't see them being there next year. Together at least. Obviously Russ, that's home for him, so yeah. So I figured out where to put these guys. We done made ourselves another little backdrop here. We got our rustic orange, our black, and our olive right there. So getting into this guy right here. So like I told y'all, Sneakers App played me on this, and what was crazy is that this is the pair out of the pack I feel like people wanted the least. So I felt like, man, I'm gonna be in there. All I did was use my phone. I didn't get on the computer and my phone at the same time. I thought I had it. Let me get on up in here so you guys can see which shoe. Obviously, very popular pack. So if you know, the last 2 popular packs that come off the Sneakers App, you might have some guesses. All right. And I got these for a good price. I knew they weren't gonna resell for much, so. Finally. So if you know this box, this is a Doernbecher box, baby. These are actually the Doernbecher Vapor Max. So I got my size 8. To me, like I said, this was the slept on pair. Obviously everybody wanted the up tempos and the 12s, but I really wanted these. I wanted them to wear. So let me get in. Yeah, so Andrew Meredith, he's the kid that actually made these. So, and I believe he suffered from cystic fibrosis. Yep, that was his diagnosis. But yeah, man, it's weird because one of the things I was telling when I was having a conversation with some folks, I was like, it's strange that they would hand a kid a Vapor Max, because that's not really a shoe. It's kind of a more mature shoe. You wouldn't think the up tempo, okay, the 12, okay, you know, but a Vapor Max? And I think that's why a lot of people weren't feeling it, right? So this was a cop from StockX. So yeah, let me see what I get these for. These retail for $190. I think all Vapor Max retail for $190. So actually I got them for $198. So to get in, ooh, man, these pop just the way I thought they would. Wow. Got the spare laces, but yeah, these are for real. I like them. Very, in my opinion, these are the most mature out of the whole Doernbecher pack, at least the ones that came out this year. Ultimately, that's what really drives me away from Doernbecher, because they're made by kids, I get that, but they also look like they're made by kids, and God bless all of those kids' souls and their healing bodies and all of that stuff, but I just can't wear a shoe that's like that's too childish. Like, and this Vapor Max to me, I think this is something I can actually rock now. My main reason for getting these is really for the gym. I want something that pops while I'm out the gym. So on the visible air, we got I Love the Fam. If you can see that. Andrew on the hill. AM, yeah, on the tongue. Man, you guys have seen Vapor Maxes, you know, the visible air unit. It's a super loud shoe. This neon green around the midsole. The Nike swoosh is kind of like a translucent, it looks like it's kind of like a reflective material as well. Maybe 3M. So I'll have to see if that's what that is, but that would be cool. And they got these extra laces. It's just blue, pair of blue laces with black dots on them. So nothing too crazy. We got like a Nike with a splatter inside, and it's also green insole. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is in a review. Obviously, it's just, you know, something I picked up, and I was just waiting because I knew the resale wasn't gonna be much on these. People were trying to hit you over the head at first because they ain't know no better. That's for the folks that buy stuff like this. That's what they get for buying stuff like this to resell. I have a problem with that. And some people might not, but I wouldn't buy this for that cost to resell it. I'm sorry. I'm going to buy it if I like the product or simply because I'm supporting. If I don't like it and I'm just supporting, I'm going to keep it or I'm going to give it away. I'm not about to be selling nothing for a cause like this. That to me is socially irresponsible. But again, I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody. I'm just telling y'all my opinion and my beliefs. I'm rocking these to the gym. I would say it'll take me maybe, I would say no more than a month to go ahead and get you guys a cool performance review. So I like to do that. In order for me to give you a real review, I need to be able to rock them. I need to be able to fill them out. And just overall, just having that overall knowledge based off of how they make me feel compared with the type of movement and activity I'm engaging in with them. This is actually my first Doernbecher, and not for collector's purposes. I've been trying to figure out a shoe that would pop because I'm not really loud at the gym like that or in general. So I felt like this would be the perfect choice. And this will be a perfect opportunity for me to actually try the Vapor Max. Doernbecher Vapor Max, Black Child hoodies, and the Queen has spoken. No, just playing. Next week we should have a couple of things coming. I definitely have a couple of pickups for sure. Got a vlog, a really cool vlog coming up, so look out for me in the next few days. But until then, I'm gonna leave you guys with a little bit of treat, with a little bitty treat. This is for my LeBron haters out there. Father Time what? Father Time who? Soft what? Soft who? That boy good. That boy good. Royalty. The Queen is hyped up. The Queen is hyped up.